So you finished your diet. But what now? You're lost. There are tons of videos out there and you're getting overwhelmed. Don't worry, because this former fatty is going to tell you exactly where to start and how to avoid that dreaded weight loss rebound that so many of us have suffered. Tip 1. Thinking your diet is over. Yeah, but my fat loss phase is over, so surely I'm done, right? No, my friend, you are just getting started. Your fat loss phase is ended, but you're now entering your maintenance phase. But we'll get to that later on. Just because your fat loss phase is over, this does not mean that you go away and you abandon all of the healthy habits that you've accumulated over the last 8 to 12 weeks. You haven't worked this hard just to throw all of your progress away. So please do not abandon the skills that you've gained throughout this process, because they will be very valuable. So still count your calories and use an accountability tracker for your maintenance phase. When I was just starting out and I finished a diet, I just threw my hands in the air and said, right, is it pizza, burgers, ice cream, Nutella sandwiches? I think I'll have them all. I think maintaining your new weight is arguably harder than trying to lose it in the first place. Stay disciplined and don't make the same mistakes that I did. Some Nutella sandwiches would be really good right now. Anyway, tip 2. Do not continue your fat loss phase. Listen to me. When you're done, you're done. It can be really tempting to get addicted to the numbers going down on the scale and saying, you know what, I reckon I can go another week. And most likely, you can. But one question, where does it stop? What's stopping you from going another week? And then another week, and a week on top of that? You can see exactly where I'm going with this. Carrying out your fat loss phase beyond its original deadline is a one-way ticket to binge town. And I'm not talking about a day. Try days, weeks. Yes, I've done it, and I ain't proud of it. If you keep continuously dieting and running your body into the ground, no amount of willpower can save you. Your cravings will be through the roof. And before you know it, you've gained all of the weight back and then some. So do not continue the fat loss phase once it has come to its original conclusion or its original end. Tip 3. Calculating your new maintenance calories. When I was getting started, this is something that I neglected and significantly contributed to some unwanted fat gain after an 8 to 12 week diet. So what is maintenance? Put it this way, you can't keep losing weight, otherwise you'd die. And you can't keep gaining weight, because otherwise you'd be the size of a house. So what lies in the middle? That's right, maintenance. A state where you're not gaining or losing, you're just stable. So how do you find your maintenance calories? Take the calories you were eating before the diet, take the calories you were on after your cut, and your maintenance will hover somewhere in between those two numbers. Bear in mind, you will gain some water weight. That is completely fine. That's normal. But if the scale starts going up rather quickly, then you might want to subtract 150 to 200 calories. If it's going down, then you reintroduce 150 to 200 calories. It is that simple. This was a super simplified version of how I found my maintenance calories, but if you want me to do a separate video on that, I would be more than happy to do so. So why can't I eat at my old maintenance calories? Well, your old calories aren't going to take into account the changes that have occurred to your body internally and externally. So committing to your old calories might warrant some unwanted fat gain because they may be slightly too high. Again, I'd be happy to go more in depth. If you want a video on it, then just let me know. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, then don't forget to leave a like. It's a great way to support the channel. Thank you very much. Tip 4. Ease your way into junk food. Don't dive in headfirst straight away. At the end of a fat loss phase, your cravings and your hunger are going to be through the roof. So I have one question for you. Do you think that shoving highly palatable foods in your mouth at this period of time is a sensible idea? Not really. If you are like me, then listen up. If you are the type of person who gets a little taste of junk food and then you dive headfirst all in, I recommend you take a week to 2 weeks of still eating your diet food, but adhering to your new maintenance calories and let your weight stabilize. If you're a crazy person like me and you have a list of foods that you want to eat after your diet, then you take an item low on the list. It's usually a food that you like, but it is not something that you're going to go crazy on. And over the weeks, you should be working your way up that list. And what you'll find is that once you get to your top 3 foods, most of your cravings would have been suppressed as you've slowly introduced the junk food back into your diet. diet. And who knows, by the end of it, you may not even want your top 3 foods. Okay, so that is a blatant lie. You'll still want them, but hopefully the intensity of your cravings and your hunger would have decreased. Homework. This is why I leave you with a small task to complete, because I don't want you just passively watching the video. I want you to take actionable steps to try and achieve your goals. So I want you to write down your top 3 trigger foods and then get them out of the house. Do bear in mind that all of these tips are of no use to you if you haven't even lost the weight in the first place. So if you want to know the top 10 mistakes to avoid, then click the video on screen right now.